Hi everyone! For my second assignment, I've been asked to make a video presentation about a modern art artist. In this video, I'll be talking about Edvard Munch, an artist who's super well known for his expressionist style in his paintings. His work was a big deal back then and is still remembered today. But before we dive into that, let me tell you a bit about his life, his journey, and his career as an artist. Edvard Munch was born on December 12, 1863, in Loten, Norway, into a family that was beset by much illness and death. His mother died of tuberculosis when he was only 5, and his older sister Sophie died from the same thing when he was 14. Those losses at such an early age extremely impacted Munch and became subjects that he visited again and again in his art. Munch's father was extremely religious and frightened him with death and hell, making Munch nervous about life and constantly contemplating humanity. As a youth, Munch ran after his art despite his father's disapproval. He studied at the Royal School of Art and Design in Christiania, now Oslo, where he initially developed his naturalism and impressionism. Later, his work became more symbolic and expressive, an expression of his inner turmoil and existential fears. His painting, which is The Sick Child, that was inspired by the death of his sister Sophie, was a career breakthrough as it departed from traditional realism and focused on emotional expression. Munch's most well-known painting, The Scream 1893, the distorted forms and bold colors of the painting were the result of a sudden feeling of intense dread while he was out walking at sunset. He wrote that he felt a great, unending scream piercing through nature. The painting became an icon of existential fear and cemented Munch's reputation as a chief defender of symbolism and an early forerunner of expressionism. Munch was criticized and controversial during his life. His emotionally intense and unusual work was polarizing, especially during his first one-man exhibition in Berlin. Despite criticism, Munch achieved success in Germany and Paris, where he encountered other avant-garde artists and grew his printmaking skills. Munch had struggled with mental illness, driven by a tumultuous love life and heavy drinking. He suffered a nervous breakdown in 1908 and received treatment, which stabilized his condition. He reassigned to Norway late in life and lived in virtual solitude but continued to paint. His paintings later became lighter and more introspective, but continued to reflect hints of his earlier obsessions with life, love, and death. Edvard Munch passed away on January 23, 1944, in Oslo with a large legacy of work to his name. His artwork, which was typified by raw emotional force and experimental techniques, had a quaky impact on the development of modern art. Expressionism, one of the leading beneficiaries, modern-day admiration continues to rank him as one of the key painters of the turn of the 20th century, and overall. The Scream, one of the images that represents modern anxiety forevermore.